What I want to say is that sometimes the leaders can be quite bad, but the situation is such that the situation carries them through. And yes, you are right, George Bush was re-elected as a president, but that re-election was not his personal qualities taking. वो उस वक्त के ज़माने की एक सोच थी, which did that, and that is why Obama उनके बैठे हुए ही Democratic Party इतनी ज़्यादा आ गया. ठीक है जी. And coming back to you, your question was that if someone is not performing, what do you do with them? Because I'm a teacher, I believe that either there is a mistake in putting that person in that place, he was not suitable for that, but something else. Identify where he should go, put him there, and give him an opportunity to develop there, and give him that training. दीजिए, कुछ कीजिए अगर आप वो valuable समझते हैं उसको. Otherwise, अगर आप ये समझते हैं कि he's doing more harm than he's doing good, then I would weed that person out and part ways with him. जिसको आप golden handshake type चीज कहते हैं. But I wouldn't spoil my workplace with people who are not going to pull along. Yes.
But I think so nowadays.
Sorry, ji?
Is this a right way to pull out from your organization?
No, sir. I'm not saying that you should put them out, but what I'm saying is that given the opportunity, अगर वो फिर भी अपना weight pull नहीं करते हैं, वो आपके work place के माहौल को खराब करते हैं, तो फिर उनको pull out कर लीजिए.
You have to very seriously.
जी जी.
You have to adopt some strategy, some.
बिल्कुल सही. बिल्कुल
Be
सही.
a part of that organization.
जी, वही मैंने अर्ज किया ना कि आपको हो सकता है कि नंबर ऑफ रीजंस हो सकता है वो उस चीज़ के लिए उस पोजीशन के लिए सूटेबल है. अगर आप इस वक्त मुझे हमारे जहाँ मैं काम करती हूँ मुझे फाइनेंस में लगा देंगे, नो आई विल मेक अ मेस ऑफ इट बिकॉज आई हैव नो आइडिया अबाउट फाइनेंसेस. बट इफ यू पुट मी बैक इनटू माय एरिया व्हिच इज माय एरिया एंड आई एम अ टीचर, आई विल बी डूइंग होपफुली वेल देयर. सो और फिर मुझे वहाँ डाल के ट्रेनिंग की अपॉर्चुनिटी दी. डू नॉट अपॉइंट मी इन अ प्लेस एंड नॉट गिव मी एनी ट्रेनिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी. That is what we are looking for, and you are just anticipating me by almost quarter of an hour. That's where we are going. All right?
So, but we are spoiling our young talent by giving so many incentives to them, just like an internship program. That is a program by the government that every gold medalist or first division are paid 10,000 per month, and she or he has to teach in the college, and no one allows them to teach there. They take rest in their homes and take the salary. When we recruit them in our schools, they are not prove themselves good for us. They are habitual that they should get the pay and will sit daily.
Right.
So this is the problem.
I am sure we'll have a little session after this where you can share your heartaches with me. But what I really want to make that, please understand,
Right,
there are certain things which are not within the scope of this workshop. So I cannot work with that. Do forgive me. Just one little thing that we need to look at. What is my style?
It's ideal situations.
What am I going to do? What is my style? You see, there are three forces in a given decision-making situation. One is the leader, one is the follower, who's the member of the team, who's the member that the leader is working with, and one is the situation itself. And that is why when you were looking at your leadership styles, you saw those columns which were like slightly, you're 38% autocratic, you're 36% laissez-faire. And he said, how is that sustained? That is because of this. You make a decision in a given situation. And if you are a leader, and you yourself, some of you said about this, flexibility in decision making. If you are a decision maker who is flexible, you'll be making the right decision. Because then you know that इस वक्त I need to take charge, इस वक्त I need to घोड़े को जो ढील देते हैं, बिल्कुल. Rider knows कि घोड़े को कहाँ ढील देनी है. And the moment you let the reins loose, the horse knows कि वो कितना दौड़ेगा. But ये situation आपका है. You are the judge of that. The better judge you are of situations and people, the better decision maker you are, the better leader. Right? Yeah. They are good leaders. They are what we call effective leaders who know how to use which style that is useful. The forces that affect that. How much time do you have available to you? Is the decision to be made quickly? And now, as I said, my 5 thing, you need to now get out of the building, double quick time. There's no time available for consultation with anyone. Out. Or is that decision something that is a long-term decision? We need to think what we are going to do in the next 5 years. We have time to make that plan. And you can take more people on board. Then what kind of relationships do you have within your place of work? Are they based on respect or are they based on disrespect? Do you respect the people who are working with you for their expertise, or you think that you are the leader, you know everything, you have all the answers? Where do you go with that? Who has the information, as you said? Sometimes the other person has more information than I have. And I might be the leader of the institution, but you are the manager for business, for finances. You know more about it than I do. So I'll be very happy to be informed by you and to be advised by you. Then how well your employees are trained and how well you know the task. Do people know what their jobs are? You're setting up a new business, you are making recruitments, you have very bright, very motivated team. But that team does not know the market realities yet. That team has not been in the practical field yet. They do not know. And who is going to then be responsible for making all the major decisions? You. Who's responsible for giving the direction? Of course, you. Internal conflicts. We are all aware of internal conflicts. All groups of people have internal conflicts. Our way of working together. We might be good friends, or we might have different ways of working together or approaching a situation. A good leader needs to be able to deal with that and make decisions keeping that in mind. Stress levels. A major task under tremendous pressure raises stress level. And there comes a point saying, I don't want to hear anything, just go and do it the way I'm telling you to. So that also decides. And sometimes people say, I have no idea, just kuch bhi kare. Do it yourself, don't involve me. So these are 2 extreme styles come into play. And then type of task. Is it structured or unstructured? Is it complicated or simple task? A simple task is straightforward. A single team or 2 people can do. A complex task might require bigger team breaking into smaller teams and then pooling together with the individual bits of tasks that they've done. Yes.
Does intuition play any role in decision making?
Can I quote someone who has recently said something very important? She said that my decisions have been driven by a great deal of deliberation and market research and feasibility reports and all that, but at the end of the day, I always make decisions with my heart. And that is the secret of her entrepreneurship. And that's none other than the chairperson herself. And I was privy to that conversation, so it resonates within you, because in the end, you are making a decision that resonates. But इसका ये मतलब नहीं है कि you do not use this. We cannot. We are all in a real world. Many of you sitting here are business people. I am a teacher, and people think that teachers do not have a sense of real world, but we do. We do, because the real world's realities are with us as well. So we also know that if I'm going to have this really, bizarre idea, no one is going to follow through with that. Practicalities are very important. That is a question for everyone, not for me. Employees must be directed or threatened with punishment in order to get them to achieve the organizational objectives. Employees must be directed or threatened with punishment in order to get them to achieve the organizational objectives.
I think they only must be directed, not threatened with punishment.
Differs from area to area, society to society, and culture to culture.
And person to person
Of teachers. So if you're talking about teachers, then they should be threatened.
All right.
Right? They should be directed and get the work done.
Right.
And if there is a neighbor in Pakistan, our right now is the same that they should be even threatened. Otherwise they don't work. You have to get the work done.
They can also
Right? So
motivate.
they are not aware of the value.
Threats can shatter the confidence of a particular
That's
person.
really practically that's the difference.
Right, एक minute जी जी
Short of threat.
एक minute
Sorry,
this is
Motivation, both direction, threatening. With the direction or threat.
okay
Direction means motivation, I think.
right
Threatening means to pressurize someone.
okay all right okay in this sentence what you are taking as the meaning of direction is showing them the way right
Yeah.
okay right but here they meant directing as directing in an autocratic regime just बताना जी
You can get work done through fear or through internal drive. Okay, fine, you get results. But if you get it through fear, you kill the possibility of growth. Right?
very well said yes you can get the work done you can without you don't with threat you can get it no आप सुन लीजिए उनकी बात सुन लीजिए would you like to repeat what you've said जी
Yeah. It's basically a debate between whether you want to get your results through fear or you want to get your results through internal drive on the part of your employees. Okay, fine, results can come either way. Doesn't matter. It varies from organization to organization and the type of team members that you have. But if you choose the path of fear, that kills the growth of careers or people around you.
that is closer to your heart isn't it वो जरा थोड़ा समझने में गड़बड़ हो गई थी that's what the gentleman is saying so where are we then are we going to just throw the point 25 out
I would like you to please define it very briefly. What do you think?
what do I think okay
She is testing actually you.
how
What
is
is
that
your opinion?
Yeah, of course not.
Where you,
Of course
where you
not.
feel yourself
Right.
at 1 or 5.
okay
You are also an employee,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
What do you think being employed? Okay. What do you think it's the correct or wrong?
Let me tell you something, Ji. I believe that there has to be a parameter set by the organization within which you perform. And it depends on what the situation, what the organization's demand is. If I was to work in a fashion house, or let's say if I was working in an advertisement industry, I would have flexible hours, right? Because रात को देर से रुकना, देर तक काम करना, I would have that. But I work in another industry altogether. I'm working in education where the work starts in the morning. And one parameter that I'm talking about is the